See the smoke coming out of the chimney up there? I had to build a fire. It's cold out. Winter's coming. It's supposed to warm up by the weekend, so things will be looking better to spend some time outdoors. But today, it's been pouring down rain all day today and quite chilly. Thanks for joining me in the man cave today. Appreciate it. I'm getting all prepared here to start building my wheelchair ramp. That's going to be coming up here I think tomorrow the lumber's supposed to show up, so I'm looking forward to that. Today, though, I thought I would talk about the biker with a bad attitude, and that would be the story of myself, my own personal situation. Recently, well, some of my viewers have reminded me too, but if you look back at some of my older videos, going back quite a few years back, I used to do a lot more riding. I mean, the bike was my transportation like every day, and I rode it during probably every month of the year. Not so much now, because I'm older and wiser. But when I did ride a lot, I rode the thing to work every day. I rode on poker runs or for other fundraising events. I rode with clubs or organizations. I went on trips. I packed up my tent and my gear and took off. And, I was, I guess, pretty hardcore a biker at that time. And I guess when being in that kind of a situation that I was, where I was riding all the time, I felt some entitlement, like I had earned some kind of special badge. Like I was different from other bikers because I was a real biker. I rode all the time. I rode everywhere. In fact, I used to tell the story when I'd walked into the biker bar. Almost every time I walked in, there was this one kid up there. He'd say, "Hey, Itchy, did you ride?" Of course I rode. My bike's sitting right out the front door. My answer was always the same. "Did you ride?" Yes, of course I did. But, I took some pride in that I was riding all the time, and I felt entitled, like I had an attitude. So, like I said, some of my videos that I did way back when, I was a little harsh on those that didn't ride as much as me. I refer to them as rubs or yuppies, the weekend warriors, and kind of mocked them for that. Now, in my maturity, I guess, well, I'm quite older and wiser. I no longer have that kind of attitude. There's no reason to. I mean, at this point in my life, I could care less what you ride. I mean, it's kind of like when you go out and buy a new car. I bought my brand new Chevy 2500 HD. And I'm riding down the road and I'm thinking, yeah, that's right. She's riding in the 2500 HD. Check me out. Look at me. In reality, nobody's looking. They could care less. I mean, I don't care if you're driving a Lamborghini. They might look at the Lamborghini and think, wow, cool car, but they could care less who's driving it. I mean, it didn't matter if the man on the moon was driving that car. That nobody really gives it a second thought. Like, oh, I wonder who's driving. Oh, look, it's Itchy. Wow. No, it doesn't happen. So it's all in your head, And, I'd be on the bike and I'd be riding and I would think, yeah, that's right, man. That's right, I'm a hardcore biker on this bike. And in reality, I'm just another motorcycle on the road. I mean, people wouldn't even give me a second look any more than I give a motorcycle a second look. I mean, sometimes if I see a classic bike or a cool bike, I might turn my head and watch it a little more than normal. But most Harleys that go by nowadays, that doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, I don't even give it a second look, unless it's something that stands out, that's a little different. Then I might give it a gander. Now, a lot of my attitude in the past had not just because I was riding a lot, but I was also drinking a lot, smoking pot on a regular basis. I mean, like every day. And I was drinking a lot every day. I had built up like a tolerance, so I could really put them down. Today, I'm lucky if I drink one beer in a week. Uh, and even at that, I might have a beer with my meal, but you won't see me like just sitting around pounding down beers. If I'm out working in a man cave here or something, there's no beers out here. I can't do a project and drink at the same time. I know some people feel they can do that. I can't. I've had people ask me too and say, why did you quit? How did you do that? Well, it was pretty cut and dried. I guess I was smart enough to be able to see what it was doing to me, physically and mentally. It was holding me back. I knew that I was drinking a lot. I knew that it was an issue. I knew that it was, I guess in my mind, I kind of thought I'm poisoning myself. I'm making myself sick. Because I'd wake up in the morning just feeling like crap. And then by afternoon, I couldn't wait to get to the beer again. And I would do it all over again. And then the next morning, I'd feel like crap again. Have to go to work, slump my way through work, having a bad attitude. Everybody sucked. Yeah. But that was because of my alcohol abuse. And it gave me an attitude. I had a bad attitude because of it, and I knew that. So I knew, okay, I had to make a choice. I had to change some things in my life, and I knew one of the things I had to do is I had to stop the drinking. I tried doing the AA thing, but it just really wasn't there for me. It just seemed like, okay, the only way you're going to beat this is to want to do it in your own heart. And I wanted to. And I said, you know what? It's got a control of me, and I don't like anybody or anything having a control of me, and I'm not going to let it control me anymore. I'm taking control. I took control of my life. I put it away. It wasn't easy. I walked away from it. I didn't look back. And did I slip a couple times? Yeah, I slipped. I got drunk after that, and probably numerous times, but I managed to get myself to the point where I am now, where it's not even a problem anymore. I don't even feel like it's an issue. I don't even feel like it's a problem. So it doesn't scare me. It doesn't bother me. Alcohol, I could take it or leave it. If somebody wants to offer me a drink or a beer, sure, I'll do that. But you offer me a second or a third one, no, thank you. I'm done. It changed my whole attitude on life, though. And I was able, and it was amazing, too, because the changes were pretty obvious. I became more focused and task-oriented. My thought process became sharper. I was able to make better decisions. My finances kind of came back in line again. Everything started falling into place, so, it's a good thing. And it's proven to be a good thing. So my attitude is way better today. Well, that's kind of my conversation for the day. Thanks for joining me and listening to my conversation, I guess, talking to myself. I let you guys listen to me, and I appreciate that. Thanks for the prayers and the support. Thanks for the prayers for V. She's doing okay. She's in a new facility now, and it seems to be a pretty good facility. They're taking really good quality care of her, and I'm happy about that, and I think she's pleased with it too. She told me today that she thinks she's in the right spot. She has more treatments coming up here, and it's just my worry that it might set her back a little bit, but I pray not. And then after that, it might take her a while, but hopefully she can build her strength back up again. All right, Kat, that's all I got. Till next time, ride hard and die free.